Hello, welcome to my chicken and veggie soup. Are you ready for this one? This one's a little cracker. Now if you don't have anything, you can swap veggies for other veggies. If you're a vegetarian, you can leave out the chicken and the chicken stock and just use water. Like, you can swap this around as much as you want. I'm just hopefully going to give you a few ideas. I usually just use everything I've got and throw at it. Alright, so the first thing I've got is two large, really big, large chicken breasts I'm using. And I cut them into basically 3 or 4 into big, chunky pieces. I like cooking them in the soup that way, and then you can pull it apart with a fork later. Alright, so you need them. We need lots of onions. Like I said, depending on the size of your soup is how much you want, but there's no rules. So I want to use probably about 4 medium-sized onions. Alright, I like using chopped tomatoes from the can, but if you've got fresh tomatoes, you can just chop a heap of them up as well. Carrots, celery, we're going to use pumpkin, trombone or butternut, it doesn't matter which one, any of them. I'm going to use a little bit of cauliflower. I'm going to use spuds obviously, and some frozen peas and corn and bean and whatever the heck I've got anywhere. And I love using macaroni in my soups, right? And this one is, I finally found one with a little tiny little pasta. But normally I would just use macaroni because I've always got macaroni. And I'm going to put a few handfuls of pearl barley in. So this doesn't break the bank, but I love this one. This reminds me of my nana, this pearl barley. Because it's sort of like puffs up, but it's like sticky in your teeth and it's so yummy. So we're going to chuck a couple of handfuls of that in as well. But if you don't have it, it doesn't matter, alright? Alright, let's do this. So, alright. So the first thing we want to do is get our chicken ready and get all our onion ready. Oh, and some garlic. We've always got to throw a bit of garlic in there. Alright, let's cook. We're going to frying pan out first. First we want to heat it up. Throw in a chunk of butter or margarine. Throw in your onions. As little or as lot of garlic as you want. So I always use the minced jar garlic. I'm probably going to put about 4 heaped teaspoons in. If you've got your crushed garlic, depending on the size of it you're making, I'd put at least 4 cloves in crushed. Give it a good mix up. Throw in your chicken. Alright, we're just basically browning it all off. So 3 or 4 minutes. Bit white on the outside. Turn it off. And stick it all in the bottom of our big pot. Alright, now we want to peel as many spuds as you want. I'm just doing 5 here, decent sized ones. Alright, and then chop them up. I like chopping up spuds and that. Not huge, because they're always the last thing to break down, but decent sized ones. Alright, throw them all in your pot. Love a little bit of rustic. Then you get as many carrots as you want, peel them up, chop them up, chuck them in, as little as big as you like. I like to do roughly the same amount of everything, alright? Can you see from that? So this is just a butternut pumpkin, and I'll probably use this much of it, alright? So with the butternut, you cut all the outside off, all the way around. I know professional cooks will be dying right now. And then chop her up, and in she goes. Nice big chunky bits, because these break down real easy. Now I'm going to use a little bit of cauliflower, but I'm not going to use too much because cauliflower is pretty strong. So I'm going to go from the bottom, cut a few stalks off, see where we're at, pull them off, oh, a few. Oh. So for the size pot, I'm probably going to use this much, a big handful of flowers. Cut the little stem bits off and just chuck them in whole because they fall apart easy as well. Now a lot of people like to cut their celery this way and then eat it like that, but I love celery, but I just can't stand chewing it up. I don't like it because it's usually the only thing left in the soup. So I split it long ways. It's like optional, obviously. Do it into 3 long ways, and then I'll dice them up nice and small, and I reckon they taste way better in there. As little or as much as you want, remember. Frozen corn, frozen peas, a little or as lot as you like. Still nice, good even sprinkle over both. Can of peeled tomatoes can go in there. If you haven't got peeled ones and you've got fresh ones, just chop them up as little or as many as you like and chuck them in. This is where I'll put some barley in. If I can open it. Alright, for a big size pot like that, I'm going to do just 2 big handfuls. Now we want to stick a litre of chicken stock in. Don't worry about that salt reduced crap, just get the good one. Alright, now we want to turn the hot water tap on, and we want to fill it until it's literally just, if not even, or just covering all the veggies, alright? You don't want to be heaps in there, we want it just to cover it with hot water so we can get it going straight away. So it doesn't take much to fill it up then. I don't know if you heard that or not. I'll get a spoon. Don't mix it all through because you want the barley to stay on the top so it doesn't stick at first. So just move it in a bit. I don't know if you can see from there. Alright, it's moving in. Alright, see how it's even with the water? And there wasn't much we put in there then, maybe not even 2 cups. Alright, just a tiny bit mix it. Okay, now we want to put it on the stove top with the lid on. We want it to bring it to a boil. As soon as it boils, we want to turn it down to a nice light simmer. Now we can cook it from anywhere between 1 and 4, well, say 1.5 and 4 hours. As long as you got it on simmer and with the lid on, it'll cook for as long as you want it to, like a slow cooker. What my nanny used to do, which I thought was great, was whenever they were ready, we'd all have a feed of it, and then she'd throw more spuds and more everything else in and put it back on and recook it for another 40 minutes or an hour, and then the next load would come home and they'd have a feed again, and you can put it in the fridge overnight into containers, put it back in the pot and do the same thing the next day, throw more stuff in it, and yeah, you can keep it going for a couple of days if there's a lot of you. Alright, so I'm going to stick it on there, bring it up to the boil, turn it down to the simmer. And I'm going to simmer it for about 1.5 hours. And then we'll come back and we'll throw the pasta and that in and do some croutons. Oh, the soup is simmering away, beautifully made. It's been 1.5 hours and I just chucked in 1.5 cups of pasta and gave it a good mix up. So by the time we finish making our croutons, man, we've got it all ready to go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do for our garlic croutons is we're going to get 60 grams of butter. We're going to chop it up really small, and then I just put it next to the saucepan to warm it right up so it's soft, so hopefully it's soft enough. Now we need to put 2 tablespoons of oil in there. I'm using olive oil, but you can use any oil you have. Now you need either 4 cloves of crushed garlic, or I'm just using the jar minced garlic as always, and I'll just do 4 teaspoons of that. Now we want to mix it up really well. Once we mash it all up, stir it all up, should look like that. Alright, now put it aside for a minute and grab 6 slices of bread. Then we want to slice the crust off. I'll keep all of these crusts, and then later I'll chuck them all in the oven for a little while until they go really crunchy, beat the crap out of them and put them in with my breadcrumbs. Alright, now grab a bowl, and now we want to cut them in squares, like roughly 1 centimetre squares. I'm going to get a different knife. Like so. Okay, once that's done, put them in there. Give it a good toss through. Just keep going until you've mixed it all in. Once it looks like they're all coated, get a cookie tray and tip it out all over them onto it. Alright, pull them apart a bit. In our preheated oven they go. I'll tell you how long in a minute. Oh my god, mate, it smells awesome up in here. Alright, after 10 minutes, give them all a quick flick over and then leave them in for another 5 minutes. So all up it took 15, but definitely flick them all over after 10. Alright, now they're ready. We can serve it up. Oh yeah. Well, check this out, my friends. Oh mate, chicken and veggie soup, you cannot go wrong. It made a bucket load up, which is exactly what you want. Okay, throw a few of our little homemade garlic croutons on. As many or as little as you like. They can just keep going back for more and more. Oh, they're so good. Oh yeah. Not very professional, is it? And I'll cut a little bit of parsley out of the garden, of course. Oh, boom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome night. Bye.